where dreams reside.
Dusty grooves spin, crackles in the night. Sidewalk prophets whisper under low street light. Boom bap drums punch deep, bass kicks in. Storytelling rhymes wrap thick in the spin. Raised in back alleys where dreams barely grow. Life's lessons inked in the cold winter snow. Multi-syllables laced like a puzzle refined. Every line a cipher, every word designed. From hustle to struggle, tales sharp and raw. Punchlines hit hard like a lion's claw. Underground voices, echoes from the past. Back alley diaries, legends that last.
Hold me close in the midnight air. Soulful echoes drift everywhere. Final whispers, stories collide in the back alley where dreams reside.
Jazz horns floating, smooth like the breeze. Flow tight and crisp, like secrets on keys. Concrete jungles breathe with every rhyme. Clock ticks steady, marking borrowed time. Faces and shadows, lives intertwined. Words like bullets, every phrase designed. Scratch the vinyl, hear the past ignite. Boom bap, heartbeat keeps the struggle tight. From corners to stages, the story evolves. In these streets, life's mystery solved. Back alley diaries, raw and profound. Where the lost are found, always resound.
Hold me close in the midnight air. Soulful echoes drift everywhere. Final whispers, stories collide in the back alley where dreams reside.
Mic grip firm, I spit tales uncut. Rhyme soaked in truth, never in a rut. Dusty vinyl crackle, jazzy loops blend. Boom bap foundations, never pretend. Legacy woven in these gritty streets where passion and struggle perpetually meet. Back alley diaries, forever in time. Golden era spirit in every line. In the echoes of night, our story survive. Through beats and bars, we keep the vibe alive. Raw and nostalgic, like a mixtape spun. Back alley diaries, the tale's just begun.
Hold me close in the midnight air. Soulful echoes drift everywhere. Final whispers, stories collide in the back alley where dreams reside.
Rust on the fire escape, smoke in the rain. I was writing out my future on the subway train. Old heads taught lessons with the cipher and rhyme. Every bar like a journal, every beat kept time. Multi-syllable flows, carved scars on the page. Punchlines heavy hitting, wisdom beyond age. From the static on the tape to the breakbeat spark. I was building up a lantern in the belly of dark.
Echoes in the alley, truth still survives. Through the pain and the pressure, our spirit arise. From the vinyl crackling, our story is told. Boom bap is the heartbeat, the sound never old.
See, the block was a textbook, bullets for pens. Every chapter in the struggle had a twist at the end. I was chasing after freedom and graffiti and sound. When the system pressed heavy, hip-hop held me down. Multi-rick, mig visions, metaphors in the smoke. Every punchline delivered was a lifeline of hope. Underground and unfiltered, mixtapes in my veins. I was marrying the hunger with the beauty of pain.
Echoes in the alley, truth still survives. Through the pain and the pressure, our spirit arise. From the vinyl crackling, our story is told. Boom bap is the heartbeat, the sound never old.
Now I rhyme for the voices that the city erased, for the dreamers in the basements that history replaced. Every record is a witness, every break is a hymn. Golden era in the shadows, still alive in the dim. I stitch syllables together like the bricks on the block. Each punchline a hammer, every verse is a clock. Time ticking with the drums, legacy in the air. Boom bap, resurrection, yo, the culture's still here. Yo.
Echoes in the alley, truth still survives. Through the pain and the pressure, our spirit arise. From the vinyl crackling, our story is told. Boom bap is the heartbeat, the sound never old.
Under broken streetlights, under broken streetlights, under broken streetlights.
Crack pavement, talking whispers echo at night, where the hustlers paint stories under flickering light. I was scribbling an ambition on the back of a bus, dreams bigger than the hunger, but the streets never trust. Multi-syllable precision, I'm aligning the bars. Every metaphor's a weapon when you're fighting the scars. From the cassettes with the hiss to the boombox flame, I was learning how to live while remembering names.
Under broken street lights, our voices remain. Through the struggle and silence, we rise from the pain. Dusty vinyl keeps spinning, the truth never fades. Boom bap in our heartbeat, the anthem we made.
I saw innocence vanish in a second of smoke, while the corner store prophet spoke in rhythm and hope. Jazzy loops in the static gave the city its hymn. Every bar a confession, every rhyme was a limb. Punchline sharp like glass in the shoe. I was bleeding on the paper just to show what is true. Underground symphony, the alley my stage, where the past wrote graffiti on the bricks of the cage.
Under broken street lights, our voices remain. Through the struggle and silence,
Call it
we rise from the pain. Dusty vinyl keeps spinning, the truth never fades. Boom bap in our heartbeat, the anthem we made.
now the needle keeps scratching, ghosts dance with the horns, and the echoes of the cipher still survive every storm. I spit multi-layered scripture like a prophet in rhyme, carving memoirs in the tempo, timeless in time. Raw essence, no glamour, just the soul of the block. Every punchline delivered is a crack in the lock. From the shadows to the surface, hip-hop still ignites. Resurrection in the rhythm under broken street lights.
The broken street lights, our voices remain. Through the struggle and silence, we rise from the pain. Dusty vinyl keeps spinning, the truth never fades. Boom bap in our heartbeat, the anthem we made.
Under broken street lights. Under broken street lights. Under broken street lights. Under broken street lights. Under broken street.
Yo. Yo, the alleyway sermons got me studying scars. Every cipher was a lecture underneath the stars. We was breaking in the system with a second-hand mic, spitting multi-syllable scripture over bass lines tight. Dust in the vinyl, but the groove never lied. Even hunger in my stomach had a rhythm inside. Kept the rhyme books filled like the block's obituary. Every page was survival, every line hereditary.
Through the echoes in the alley, we rise and survive. Soulful voices carry, keeping dreams alive. From the pain
I was calling out the future, writing rhymes in time. Punchlines cut sharper than the bottles on the curb, while the cops wrote stories we could never deserve. Every corner had a preacher with a different faith, but the jazz loop healed what the system erased. Crackling records taught lessons that the schools had denied, so I carved my own gospel where the realness resides.
Through the echoes in the alley, we rise and survive. Soulful voices carry, keeping dreams alive. From the pain and the silence, our truth still replies. Boom bap in the shadows, where the spirit never dies.
Now the mixtape hiss as my church bell ring. Resurrection in the sample, let the broken sing. Underground pulse, no glamour, just flame. Every metaphor immortal, every scratch in the name. From the benches to the basements, we rehearsed our fate, turning struggle into rhythm, pain into tapes. Still raw, still nostalgic, still rebelling inside. Hip-hop is the vessel where the fallen confide.
Through the echoes in the alley, we rise and survive. Soulful voices carry, keeping dreams alive. From the pain and the silence, our truth still replies. Boom bap in the shadows, where the spirit never dies.
I was scribbling on receipts by the liquor store light. Dreams trapped in my backpack, pages scarred from the fight. Multi-syllable scripture stitched tight with the pain. Every punchline a weapon when you're broke in the rain. Vinyl hiss in my headphones, crackle carry me through. Bass stump was the sermon, truth I always knew. City walls whisper secrets in graffiti disguise. I'm just narrating the struggle through this boom bap vibe.
In the shadows on the corner, voices testify. Through the rhythm and the fire, we keep hope alive. Every echo tells a story that the world denies. Boom bap keeps us breathing, where the spirit never dies.
Every block was a lesson, every scar was a class. Had to rhyme past the sirens just to outlive the past. System heavy on my shoulders, still I sharpen my blade with metaphors that cut deeper than the debts we paid. I was building cathedrals with a tape and a pen. Every loop another prayer for the lives in the end. Ain't no choir in the struggle, just a crackling track. But the soul in the sample always bringing me back,
In the shadows on the corner, voices testify. Through the rhythm and the fire, we keep hope alive. Every echo tells a story that the world denies. Boom bap keeps us breathing, where the spirit never dies.
Now I rhyme for the fallen, those erased from the map. Put their names in the cadence, resurrection and rap. Mixtape dust holding memories we couldn't afford. Every bar like a weapon, every rhyme like a sword. Underground like a current that the mainstream missed. But the hunger in the cipher put the truth in the mix. Still raw, still eternal, still the sound of the fight. Golden era never faded, it just lives in the night.
In the shadows on the corner, voices testify. Through the rhythm and the fire, we keep hope alive. Every echo tells a story that the world denies. Boom bap keeps us breathing, where the spirit never dies.
Vinyl crackle, stories trapped in a groove. Sidewalk sermons where the lost souls move. Raised on boom bap with a jazz infused flow. Rhymes multi-layer, watch the story grow. City lights flicker, casting shadows so long. Every bar's a chapter, every punchline strong. Mama's wisdom echoing through the haze. Street prophets spitting truth in the maze. Dust settles heavy on memories untold. Life's chessboard played, each move bold. Raw and underground, where legends combust, breathing life into echoes trapped in the dust. Jazz samples looping, smooth yet profound. Deep bass rumbling with that classic sound. Concrete jungles tell tales of strife. Rhymes sharp and precise, cutting like a knife. Hustlers and dreamers in the ciphers glow. Raw words flow and watch the river grow. Scratching through pain, rewind the scene. Midnight tales told on this boom bap machine. Legacy inked in the crackling beats. Underground kings holding down the streets. Every rhyme a bullet, every verse a thrust. Keeping alive these echoes in the dust. From basements to block corners, raw and uncut. Stories of survival in every rut. Boom bap, heartbeat, gritty and true. Words crafted carefully, breaking through. No flash, no glitter, just soul and grind. Truths laid bare in every rhyme design. Dust and dreams blend in every thrust. Forever we live in echoes and dust. Mic grip tight, spitting history's breath. Golden era spirit, defying death. Underground legacy, strong and just. We ride these echoes forever in the dust.
Dusty streets whisper tales of the midnight. Footsteps sync with the crackle lights in hindsight. Concrete jungle sermons, rhymes tight, no gimmicks. Flows of vintage painting, brush strokes, no limits. Raised on boom bap beats. Dusty vinyl spin, soulful jazz samples deep where the stories begin. Raised fists, tight scripts, every line's a grenade. Mind sharp like a blade in the shade. Deals made, survive the cold nights. Tales of lost hope and grind. Every rhyme's a lifeline. Trapped within my mind from corners to ciphers. Raw truth in the cipher. Words hit like thunder, lightning strikes no lighter.
Echoes on the block where dreams never sleep. So wrapped in the sound secrets that we keep. Voices from the past through the haze they call. Feel the heartbeats rise, we're standing tall. Echoes on the block where dreams never sleep. So wrapped in the sound secrets that we keep. Voices from the past through the haze they call. Feel the heartbeats rise, we're standing tall.
Backpack full of dreams scribbled in the margins. Life's a puzzle missing pieces. Broken bargains, mama prayed on the stoop. Daddy lost to the streets. I learned to hustle, silent hustle on my own 2 feet. Boom bap, hard thumps in the night. Mixtape memories, rewinding the fight. Scratch that vinyl, rewind the pain. Every crackle in the sound sings loss and gain. City lights flicker, but hope never dies. Through smoke and mirrors, I see clear skies from the underground tunnels. Truths on display, we rise, we fall, but never fade away.
He goes on the block with dreams never sleep. So wrapped in the sound secrets that we keep. Voices from the past through the haze they call. Feel the heartbeats rise, we're standing tall. He goes on the block with dreams
gone by, but the echoes remain. Lessons carved deep, etched in the brain. From ciphers on stoops to the bright city lights, we're warriors of words, fighting silent fights. Boom bap rhythm, heartstrings collide in this dusty groove. Our stories confide, golden era spirit, raw and profound. In every lost corner, our legacy's found. No glitter, no glam, just realness we speak. Voices of the streets, unbroken, unique. Echoes on the block, forever they'll ring. Golden era dreams, eternal spring.
Echoes on the block with dreams never sleep, so wrapped in the sound secrets that we keep. Voices from the past through the haze they call. Feel the heartbeats rise, we're standing tall.
Street lights flicker like the tales unfold. Pages crack, dusty tracks, memories cold. Raised in alleys where the struggle never sleeps. Every line's a sermon, every rhyme cuts deep. Boom bap thumping heartbeats, syncopated. Jazz horn sample, soul bass lines orchestrated. Mama's prayers in the background, hope persistent. Life's a chess game, hope slick, plans consistent. Lost friends in the fog, echoes in the night. Stories untold beneath the pale street light. Grind from dawn to dusk, scars on my tongue. Sharp words, deep verbs, stories unsung.
Living memoirs, whispers in the dark, soulful reflections, lighting up the spark, holding on to moments, fragile yet bold. In the cracks of time, our stories told.
Hey, yeah. Vinyl crackles, life soundtrack on repeat. Jazz loops, looping dreams on these city streets. Hustle hard, double time, rhyme stack thick, sharp like a dagger. Punchlines click from the stoop to the cipher. Tales unfold, underground kings with hearts made of gold. Legacy written in the smoke and haze. Golden era spirit, raw in the blaze. Shadow corners where the truth is confined. Words like bullets, aim sharp, well designed. Life lessons laced in every bar I spit. Midnight confessions, the struggle legit.
Midnight memoirs, whispers in the dark, soulful reflections, lighting up the spark, holding on to moments, fragile yet bold. In the cracks of time, our stories told.
Echoes bounce back from the block's cold stone. Rhymes crafted in solitude, but never alone. Through the haze and the smoke, truth still gleams. Past live, present dreams, split at the seams. Deep bass hums under skies so raw. Boom bap heartbeat, breaking every flaw. Mixtape memories in every line I spit. Life's a canvas, painted with grit. No gloss, no flash, just pure real talk. Step inside the cipher, let the records walk. Midnight memoirs, forever engraved in the soul of the streets. The legacy saved.
Midnight memoirs, whispers in the dark, soulful reflections, lighting up the spark, holding on to moments, fragile yet bold. In the cracks of time, our stories told.
Crackling vinyl spins, ghosts of beats pass. Stories in the static, echoes that last. Sidewalk sermons under flickering lamps. Words paint pictures in the city's cold clamps. Raised where the bass thumps hard and rough. Hustle's a language and life's been tough. Multi-syllable scripts tight with precision. Rhymes like puzzles, lyrical incision. Lost in the haze, the night's never bright. Flow sharp as a blade, cutting through the fight. Punchlines loaded like chambers in a clip. Every bar bullet, no chance to slip.
Vinyl shadows dancing in the night.
rugged and raw. Jazz loops looping, tales of street lore. Ciphers on corners where legends were made. Words etched deep, never to fade. Mama's lullabies mixed with city cries. Life soundtrack beneath smoky skies. Dreams hustle quiet, ambitions run deep. In every rhyme, the soul we keep. From mixtape tapestries woven with care to nights spent breathless in the cold night air. Legacy lives in the beat and the flow. Vinyl shadows never letting go.
Vinyl shadows dancing in the night. Soulful whispers under dim streetlights. Hold me close through the crackle and pain. In the groove of memories we're in.
Dusty grooves tell stories untold. Golden era truths, rugged and bold. From basement ciphers to underground shows, we carry the torch where the cold wind blows. Deep bass rumbles like a heartbeat's drum. Every verse a saga where legends come from. No gloss, no flash, just raw and real. Vinyl shadows forever seal the deal. Mic in hand, spitting truths that sting. In the booth, every rhyme takes wing through cracks and pops. The past survives in vinyl shadows. Our spirit thrives.
Vinyl shadows dancing in the night. Soulful whispers under dim streetlights. Hold me close through the crackle and pain. In the groove of memories we remain. Vinyl shadows dancing in the night. Soulful whispers under dim streetlights. Hold me close through the crackle and pain. In the groove of memories we remain.
Mad haze, city breathing, stories unfold. Crackling vinyl vibes, dusty grooves of old. Block corners whisper truths that never lie. Dreams on tight ropes, reaching for the sky. Raised on boom bap drums, bass deep like thunder. Life lessons hidden beneath beats that wonder. Multi-syllable flows, punchlines like darts. Painted gritty murals, straight from the heart. Mama's prayers echo while the street lights flicker. Words slice sharp, sharper than a snicker. Survival in the cipher, every verse a confession. Lost souls find hope in this raw expression.
Late night chronicles, stories in the dark. Soulful melodies sparkle, fading heart. Hold me close through the crackle and smoke. In these beats the past are woe.
Jazz loops floating on a dusty vinyl breeze. Echoes of legends, whispered memories. Sidewalks paved with struggle, dreams in the mist. Every rhyme a flicker, every line a fist. Deep bass rumbles as the city sleeps. Secrets in the shadows, the night quietly keeps. Raw and underground, the spirit survives. Through every beat, the golden era thrives. Scratch that record, rewind the pain. Every crackle a story, loss and gain. Ciphers alive, with wisdom and grit. Late night chronicles, the realness legit.
Late night chronicles, stories in the dark. Soulful melodies sparkle, fading heart. Hold me close through the crackle and smoke. In these beats the past are woe. Late night chronicles, stories in the dark. Soulful melodies sparkle, fading heart. Hold me close through the crackle and smoke. In these beats the past are woe.
From the basements to the street corners cries. We spin raw tales, no disguise. Boom bap heartbeat, pulse of the night. Voices of the lost, shining bright. Scratching through time, legacy tight. Rhymes like bullets, sharp in flight. No glitter, no gloss, just truth in the sound. In these late night chronicles, life's unbound. Stories stitched in the vinyl's embrace. Underground kings keeping pace.
raw and nostalgic, timeless and true. Late night chronicles brought to you.
Late night chronicles, stories in the dark. Soulful melodies spark a fading heart. Hold me close through the crackle and smoke. In these beats the past, oh, whoa. Late night chronicles, stories in the dark. Soulful melodies spark a fading heart. Hold me close through the crackle and smoke. In these beats the past, oh, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Crackling vinyl, spinning stories untold. Sidewalk sagas from the days of old. Boom bap rhythm, heartbeat steady and slow. Multisyllable rhymes, watch the narrative flow. Raised where the street lights flicker and fade. Lessons learned in shadows, every move made. Punchlines hit hard like a midnight strike. Words paint the struggle, raw truth on the mic. Dreams wrapped in jazz, dust clings to the beat. Every bar lifeline, every verse concrete. Mixtape memories, echoes through the grime. Living and breathing in these frames of time.
Frames of time, caught in the groove. Soulful whispers in every move. Hold me close through the crackling night. Lost in the glow of the city light.
Sampled horns and keys flow through the haze. Deep bass rumble sets the soul ablaze. Underground kings with stories to tell. Flow sharp as razors, casting a spell. Hustle's a language, spoken in verse. Every rhyme a blessing, every line a curse. From basement ciphers to the block's rough edge. Life's a tightrope walk, no time to hedge. Scratch that record, rewind the pain. Every crack a memory, lost and gained. Frames of time, locked in the groove. Golden era spirit, nothing to prove.
Frames of time, caught in the groove. Soulful whispers in every move. Hold me close through the crackling night. Lost in the glow of the city light.
Mic in hand, I paint the unseen. Stories of life, raw and serene. No filter, no gloss, just truth and soul. In the grain of the vinyl, the past takes hold. Boom bap drums, steady like a heart. Crafted with care, each line a work of art. Frames of time, they fade but don't die. Golden era beats under moonlit sky. Legacy lives in the dusty air. Spinning tales from the streets, laid bare. Through crackle and pop, the story climbs. Forever engraved in these frames of time.
Frames of time, caught in the groove. Soulful whispers in every move. Hold me close through the crackling night. Lost in the glow of the city light.
Crackles on the vinyl, tail spun in the dust. Grinding through the struggle, built on grit and trust. City blocks alive with whispers from the past. Multi-layered rhymes with punchlines built to last. Concrete confessions under dim street lights. Hustle etched in every bar. Battles and fights from the stoop to the cipher. Legends carve their name in these dusty grooves. We rise through the flame, life's a chessboard. Moves playing with precision. Each rhyme a weapon, sharp like incision. Stories unfold where the smoke curls slow and grain and glow. The realness shows.
Rain and glow through the smoke in time. Soulful whispers in a classic rhyme. Hold me in the crackles and break. Lost in the sound.
floating over deep bass lines. Stories of survival, coded in the signs. Hustlers and dreamers, weaving through the maze. Boom bap, heartbeat in the underground haze. Punchlines sharp with multi-syllable finesse. Words like currency, paying off the stress. From basements to block parties, spirit never dies. Legacy echoes beneath the city skies. Scratch the vinyl, rewind the pain. Every crackle's a memory, loss and gain. Underground kings with no need to boast. Grain and glow, we embody the most.
Green and glow through the smoke in time. Soulful whispers in a classic rhyme. Hold me in the crackles and break. Lost in the sound, found in the space. Found in the space.
Midnight oil burns as the stories get told. Boom bap rhythms with a heart made of gold. Raw and uncut, no gloss, no show. Truth lives deep in the grain and glow. Mic in my hand, spit tales from the street. Words painting pictures, complex and sweet. In the dust and the light, the spirit remains. Grain and glow, forever sustains. Legacy lives in a scratch and a spin. Golden era soul where the real begins. We rise from the underground, strong and slow. In every rhyme, the grain and glow.
Grain and glow through the smoke in time. Soulful whispers in a classic rhyme. Hold me in the crackles embrace. Lost in the sound, found in the space. Found in the space. Found in the space.
It was 93, headphones, tape, knees ashy. Mom cooking rice, broke nights, felt classy. Corner store saga, cardboard, shoebox dream. Trying to scribble hope in my conversation it cleans. Pops going ghost, just a note on the table. Said son, chase truth, don't get lost in the fable. So I dipped in crates, loop break, soul tangled. Writing rhymes crooked like my fitted hat's angled. See my brother sell packs, stress deep in his iris. While I battle with bars, over jazz and papyrus. No silver spoon, just rust on the frame. But every bar I spit was a torch through the rain. We lived in a static where the needle would skip. But I learned real quick how to bleed through a clip. Mike was my weapon, broke bread with my pen. Dreaming about tomorrow through the lens of my sins.
Through the cracks in the vinyl, I hear your soul. Stories in the silence, truth unfolds. Nighttime cries under dim street lights. Still you rise with the words you write.
I met Tasha at the bus stop, rocking the nose ring. Black lipstick, bumping Lauren, mine was a gold spring. Talked about poems, dreams stitched in defeat. She said, you ain't broke if you still on your feet. We built off scars, cipher truths in the park. Over boom bap loops till the sky turned dark. She had demons in her diary, pain in her laugh, but her voice turned pain into jazz from the past. One night she vanished, just a notebook remaining. Pages soaked in ink, half rhymes, half praying. I spit her lines, live on cassettes in the cipher. Keep her breath in the bars, like a lifer with fire. Cops don't care about a girl with no kin. Just another lost note in a city full of sin. But I still hear a hum when I dig through the crates, like a ghost in the groove, speaking fake through the
cracks in the vinyl, I hear your soul. Stories in the silence, truth unfolds. Nighttime cries under dim street lights. Still you rise with the words you write.
Yeah. Now I'm grown, mic age, voice seasoned with grime. Every wrinkle in my flow got a reason and rhyme. I teach shorties on the block how to balance the storm, how to rhyme with a purpose, not just habits they form. Told them, don't mimic charts, paint pain from the basement. Truth ain't trendy, it's a permanent statement. Showed them Tasha's book, the ink faded but bold. Said legacy ain't fame, it's the stories you hold. Still rocking dusty loops, no filter on pain. Turning trauma drama in the art with this filament flame. I ain't chasing no deal, just respect on my name. Let the vinyl crack, speak louder than fame. So when the needle drops and the static resin leaves, you'll hear echoes of the truth, filling dusty old rooms from the gutter to the groove. We survive through the hits. Real rap never dies, it just sounds like this.
Through the cracks in the vinyl, I hear your soul. Stories in the silence, truth unfolds. Nighttime cries under dim street lights, still you rise with the words you write. Through the cracks in the vinyl, I hear your soul. Stories in the silence, truth unfolds. Nighttime cries under dim street lights, still you rise with the words you write.
Crackling vinyl, time travel through the sound. Dust settled thick where lost hopes are found. Sidewalk prophets preaching in broken rhyme, every syllable sharp, cutting through time. Boom bap, heartbeat, bass low and steady. Life lessons taught where the streets ain't ready. Mama's lullabies mixed with urban grit. Stories unfold where the shadows sit. Concrete jungles, hustlers with tight scripts. Multisyllable magic, words like tight fists. Punchlines land like raindrops on tin. In this dusty groove, let the story begin.
Dust and dreams spinning through the night. Soulful echoes bathing in the light. Hold me close in the vinyl haze, lost in the groove of those golden days.
Jazz loops floating, soulful and raw. Memories in the cracks, life's open door. Cycles of struggle, hopes intertwined. Rhyme stitched tight, every bar designed. Boom bap kicks with a punch so pure. Deep bass rumbles like a street cure. Underneath street lamps, the stories ignite. In the ciphers glow, truth takes flight. Scratch the surface, hear the past speak. Voices of the underground, strong yet meek. Legacy buried in the dusty vinyl. Dust and dreams, eternal revival.
Dust and dreams spinning through the night. Soulful echoes bathing in the light. Hold me close in the vinyl haze, lost in the groove of those golden days.
From basement cipher rings to block corner tales. Raw flows crashing like stormy gales. No gloss, no gimmicks, just truth in the beat. Where the street and soul inevitably meet. Rhymes layer deep like the vinyls crackle. Each line a battle, every word a shackle. But through the struggle, we rise and gleam. Forever chasing dust and dreams. Boom bap rhythm, heart and mind collide. In this raw vibe, our spirits reside. Dust and dreams, the anthem we sing. Golden era forever, eternal swing.
Dust and dreams spinning through the night. Soulful echoes bathing in the light. Hold me close in the vinyl haze, lost in the groove of those golden days.
crackle in the air. Late night city tales, life stripped bare. Boom, bap, bounce, rhythm locked tight. Painting raw portraits under flickering light. From stoop confessions to subway cries. Words like bullets, sharp and wise. Multi-syllable flows, punchlines precise. Every rhyme a journey, roll the dice. Raised in the shadows, truth's our only friend. Every verse a letter we send to the end. Soulful jazz samples, deep bass hums. Our underground speaks where the silence drums.
Shadows and stories whispered through time. Soulful melodies, smooth and sublime. Hold me close in the vinyl's embrace. Lost in the echo, a warm, tender space.
Street lights flicker, memories in the mist. Life's a puzzle, every piece can't be missed. Boom, bap, drums knock with a steady flow. Jazz keys floating, soft and low. Every block has a tale, every face a past. Hustle and heart, built to last. Scratch the surface, hear the crackle and pop. Stories like rivers that never stop. Legacy woven in the fabric of sound. Truths uncovered, underground bound. Punchlines hit like the snap of a trap. Shadows and stories, bridging the gap.
Shadows and stories whispered through time. Soulful melodies, smooth and sublime. Hold me close in the vinyl's embrace. Lost in the echo, a warm, tender space.
Mic grip tight, I unravel the night. Tales from the block bathed in moonlight. No filter, no gloss, just raw and real. Each line a reflection, the way we feel. Dusty grooves cradle our voice and our pain. Rhymes like rain washing over the stain. Golden era spirit, alive and true. Shadows and stories forever new. Boom, bap, pulse, heartbeat of the street. With soul and struggle, inevitably meet in every crackle. In every rhyme's flow lives the essence of shadows and stories we know.
Shadows and stories whispered through time. Soulful melodies, smooth and sublime. Hold me close in the vinyl's embrace. Lost in the echo, a warm, tender space.
Crackling through the static, dusty vinyl vibe. Stories in the shadows where the real ones survive. Boom, bap, heartbeat, kick and snare a line. Multi-syllable rhymes woven tight like twine. Concrete jungles whisper wisdom in the dark. Raised on street sermons, every bar a spark. Life's a chess match played under dim light. Moving silent, strategize to win the fight. Punchlines like echoes bounce off cold walls. Truths etched deep inside these urban halls. Lost souls screaming beneath flickering signs. Chronicles unfold in midnight lines.
Midnight chronicles, stories unfold. Soulful serenades wrapped in gold. Hold me close in the crackling sound, where the past and present both are found. Where the past and present both are found. Where the past and present both are found.
Jazz keys flow smooth over deep bass thump. Rhymes like rivers, steady in the slump. Underground tales from block to block. Voices resurrected by the scratch of the clock. Hustle's a language spoken with grit. Every syllable sharp, every verse legit. From basements to ciphers, legend emerge. In the pulse of the beat, the story surge. Scratch the surface, hear the dusty cries. Life's poetry beneath smoky skies. Midnight chronicles in every breath. Rhyme and reason intertwined with death.
Midnight chronicles, stories unfold. Soulful serenades wrapped in gold. Hold me close in the crackling sound, where the past and present both are found. Where the past and present both are found.
scene, raw and unfiltered like a faded dream. Boom bap rhythm with the jazzy sway, every word crafted, no word astray. Legacy lives in the dusty groove, with lost souls and dreamers prove. Golden era spirit alive in the night. Midnight chronicles keep the vibe tight. From vinyl crackle to boom bap drums, the story continues as the city hums. In every rhyme, the truth aligns, living forever in midnight lines.
Midnight chronicles, stories unfold, soulful serenades wrapped in gold. Hold me close in the crackling sound, where the past and present both are found. Midnight chronicles, stories unfold, soulful serenades wrapped in gold. Hold me close in the crackling sound, where the past and present both are found. Where the past and present both are found. Where the past and present both are found.
Yeah, I was scribbling truth in the margins of pain, where the block taught survival like a university game. Every hallway was a lesson, every corner a threat. Dreams drowned in the sirens, but I ain't drowned yet. Multi-syllable rhythms, cut sharper than steel. Painted visions on the vinyl so the future feels real. From the rooftop cipher to the subway's roar, I was searching for redemption in the breaks I explored.
Graffiti on the silence, voices never fade. Through the shadows and the struggle, melodies are made. In the crackle of the record, our stories survive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive.
Broken glass in the stairwell, echoes in the night. Mama working double shifts just to keep on the lights. I was caught between the hunger and the lure of the street, but the pad became my weapon, every bar was a feat. I lace rhyme with resistance, metaphors with the grit. Punchlines heavy weighted, underground legit. It's that dusty tape era when the raw never lied, where the mic became confession and the booth sang free.
Graffiti on the silence, voices never fade. Through the shadows and the struggle, melodies are made. In the crackle of the record, our stories survive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive. Boom bap in the bloodstream.
Now I'm digging through crates, chasing echoes of soul. Every loop another memory, another story retold. I spit syllables in sequence, heavy schemes collide. Punchline after punchline, truth amplified. This is boom bap religion, vinyl scripture and drums. Resurrecting every spirit from the city it comes. So when the tape hits whispers, let the legacy thrive. In the mixtapes distortion, the culture's alive.
Graffiti on the silence, voices never fade. Through the shadows and the struggle, melodies are made. In the crackle of the record, our stories survive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive. Boom bap in the bloodstream, keeps the spirit alive.
Crackling vinyl, shadows paint the scene. Sidewalk sermons echo where the air's unseen. Boom bap drums hit, deep bass reverberates. Multi-syllable rhymes unlock hidden gates. Raised on cold nights where the city breathes slow. Tales of the hustle only real ones know. Life's a mixtape, scratch, raw and rough. Each bar a testament, every word tough. Corner cipher spark, under flickering light. Words cut sharper than the blade in the night. Underground stories dripping nostalgia and grime. Echoes in the alley, frozen in time.
Hold me close in the midnight haze. Soulful whispers through smoky maze. Vinyl crackle, heartbeats alive. Lost in the rhythm, your soul meets mine.
Jazz loops float, smooth as a dream. Life's complicated, not always what it seems. Boom bap bounce like a pulse in the street. Every rhyme layer, every verse complete. From back streets to stages, the story unfolds. Truths uncovered, the brave and the bold. Scratch the surface, hit a past resound. In dusty grooves, the lost are found. Punchlines drop like rain in the dark.
each line ignites a lyrical spark. Echoes in the alley, alive and clear. Narratives woven year after year.
Hold me close in the midnight haze. Soulful whispers through smoky maze. Vinyl crackle, heartbeats alive. Lost in the rhythm, your soul meets mine.
Mic in hand, I channel the street. Stories unfinished, rhymes bittersweet. Dusty vinyl crackles, boom bap drums pound. Raw underground spirit forever bound. Legacy stitched in every rhyme. Golden era echoes transcending time. Echoes in the alley, a sacred shrine where past and present eternally entwine. Life's mixtape plays on scratch by scratch. In every verse, the memories catch. Keep the vibe real, keep the soul alive. Echoes in the alley, forever thrive.
Hold me close in the midnight haze. Soulful whispers through smoky maze. Vinyl crackle, heartbeats alive. Lost in the rhythm, your soul meets mine.
Dusty vinyl spinning tails, crackle in the night. Boom bap drums bounce heavy, rhythm tight. Sidewalks of canvas, every block a brush stroke. Painting vivid stories, lies broke awoke. Raised under street lights where the silence roars. Voices in the dark knocking on closed doors. Multi-layered rhymes like murals in the mist. Punchlines hit hard, can't resist the twist. Life's a gallery, hung in alleyways and bars. Narratives etched deep beneath city stars. The hustle's a brush, the struggle's the paint. Raw and unfiltered, no room for restraint.
Hold me close in the twilight gleam. Soulful whispers through a hazy dream. Vinyl crackle, deep bass flows. In the canvas of streets, our story grows.
Jazz samples float like smoke in the air. Boom bap rhythm, gritty and rare. Every line a stroke, colors blend and fade. Life's crash, sharp light and shade. From corners to ciphers, legends unfold. Rhymes like gold dust, stories retold. Scratch that record, let the past rewind. Lessons in rhythm, wisdom combined. Punchline sharp like a spray can's hiss. Life painted vivid, can't dismiss. Canvas of the streets, raw and alive. In every verse, the struggle survives.
Hold me close in the twilight gleam. Soulful whispers through a hazy dream. Vinyl crackle, deep bass flows. In the canvas of streets, our story grows.
Mic grip tight, I paint with my words. Stories alive, like flocks of birds. Dusty groove cradle, each lyric's flight. Boom bap heartbeat pulsing through the night. Legacies written in grime and grace. Every rhyme a footprint, every line a place. Canvas of the streets, forever raw. Golden era spirit without a flaw. In the echo of the crate, the soul remains. Uncut truth flows through city veins. Our story's a masterpiece, bold and complete. In this boom bap life where the past and present meet.
Hold me close in the twilight gleam. Soulful whispers through a hazy dream. Vinyl crackle, deep bass flows. In the canvas of streets, our story grows. Oh, our story grows.
Crackling vinyl sets the scene, dusk to dawn. Boom bap rhythm steady, streets never gone. Tales inked in shadows, whispers in the breeze. Life's a puzzle piece by those who never freeze. Raised on stoops where the cold winds bite. Struggles paint the night with strokes of fight. Multi-syllables weave like threads in a quilt. Punchlines deliver truth, no guilt built. Back alley sermons, sermons and rhyme. Clock ticks slow, marking borrowed time. Underground prophets speak raw and clear. Midnight chronicles, the stories we hear.
Hold me close through the midnight air. Soulful voices drifting everywhere. Vinyl crackles, bass lines flow. In the chronicles of night we glow.
Jazz samples float on a smoky haze. Boom bap foundation in the real lit maze. Every verse a chapter, every rhyme a frame. Life's uncut, unfiltered, never the same. Corners filled with echoes, voices collide. Lessons learned where the real ones reside. Scratch the record, rewind the past. Raw stories told, meant to last. Punchline sharp, slicing through the night. Words that spark, ignite the fight. Midnight chronicles, deep and true. Old school spirit in everything we do.
Hold me close through the midnight air. Soulful voices drifting everywhere. Vinyl crackles, bass lines flow. In the chronicles of night we glow.
Yeah, mic in hand, I channel the street. Flow so smooth, rhythm and beat. Dusty grooves, cradle each line I spit. Boom bap heartbeat, won't never quit. Legacy carving, raw concrete. Stories unfold in every beat. Midnight chronicles, forever alive. Golden era spirit, destined to thrive. In echoes of crates, the truth remains. Unseen heroes, breaking chains. This is the sound, the heart, the soul. Midnight chronicles, we on the road.
Hold me close.